Hey there, I'm Heidi Swapp. Welcome to Create to Remember, and you are gonna love this quickie little project. I absolutely had a ball making it. So you guys know that I'm notorious for going into my pantry or rifling through my recyclables and finding things to make projects out of. And this project is no different. In fact, this project right here used to be a Splenda box. I was a little unfortunate to run out of Splenda the other day, and as I sat there looking at the box, it's kind of a nice sturdy box, and I liked the size and the shape of it, and I thought, you know how when you go to a restaurant and they have those little flippy things that they put like the dessert or the drink orders, and I'm talking about Chili's, let's be honest, and I thought to myself, I could make one of those so easily out of this Splenda box. So what I did was I took the Splenda box, cut off the top, follow with me, imagine in your head, I also cut off the sides. And I did that by taking my scissors and cutting just right down the creases. So I actually removed the sides of each of the box. And so now my box was just laying flat. Well, the Splenda box wasn't as cute as, of course, this lovely Sugar Chic leopardy paper. So I covered the front and the back of the box once I had it all cut with the paper of my choice. And then I just started to gather out of my scrap drawer a bunch of different sizes of papers. I had a tag. This is a couple little tags here. I used an Instaframe, and you can see that I have other surfaces that I haven't even yet added photos to. But you really want a fun contrast of sizes, shapes, and patterns that you can just add all into this really unique little flippy book. All right? Now what I thought would be fun was this could be almost like a journal of sorts and something that could be added to along the way. Now, I guess I have to be a little bit more careful with this as I journey around with it. Okay, so let me show you how fun and easy it was to make. Now, I was out of Splenda, bought a new box of Splenda, but it's going to be a while before I can use another Splenda box. So I reached for the most commonly used box in our house, macaroni and cheese. So this used to be a macaroni and cheese box, and I was actually going to bring macaroni and cheese in. I could peel it back. See that? I can prove that this was a macaroni and cheese. Congratulations, you just picked up a box of deliciously gooey macaroni and cheese dinner. And I have to tell you, my kids love mac and cheese, and I'm a bad mom. All right, I said it. Okay, so I cut off the top, and this one is going to be just a shimmy smaller, because how cute will they be kind of sitting by each other if they're a little bit different size. So I covered the front and the back. This I used my Serendipity paper, but you could use any paper of your choice, and then you just start going through your scrap drawer. In this case, I took 2 shipping tags, and I've already sprayed them. I sprayed them with Tropicana teal, mint green, and yellow. And you can see that these are just like really haphazardly sprayed, but they're very shiny and just really nice color combo to kind of pull together all my scraps. Then I gathered just a bunch of different ephemera. These were from my Vintage Chic notes, some of the Color Magic notes, even just pieces of random scraps that I had laying around. And then I grabbed out one of my new ColourPop tags. So this is a clear acrylic tag that has been printed. So it says, "Oh yeah," and the "Oh yeah" is clear, so you can see what stuff underneath. And then I even took a chipboard star, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it, but I kind of wanted to gather some things that I knew would be fun. All right, at this point, now we need the cinch. You could also use the bind it all. Either one of those works great. But what we're going to do is just go ahead and punch all of these projects, all these pieces with the cinch. So what I'm doing, I'm putting the open ends of this chipboard little flip macaroni and cheese box. I'm putting it in, and I want to punch those holes at the same time so that they line up. Okay, so this is my foundation piece. And now I'm going to take just all of these little extras, and I'm just going to punch them. You can punch several at a time. If they're really tricky, if they're really funky sizes and shapes, sometimes you want to be careful. Or if they're slippery material, you want to be careful. But it's pretty straightforward. And I think I even want to, I don't know if this will work. It might. No, I don't think it's going to go all the way in. So you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to use my crocodile and put a hole in. That way I can put it wherever I want. All right. Crash. All right. The next step is that we're going to bind these all together. And so on the cinch, actually if I turn it right here, there's this part where you can set the coil. And this will get you started. The way I like to do this is start from the very back of the project and go to the very front. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to set these pieces onto the coils. And, you know, I think that you just kind of want to mix it up a little bit from the sizes and the shapes. You don't have to line up perfectly. You want them to be kind of different and fun. I've got this really funky red one that adds kind of a different pop of color. And some more tags. So that one needs a little extra hole punch. Sometimes that happens. Just punch it again, no worries. And I've got them all layered up here. Missing one, okay. And then I'm going to stick on my little clear tag and my star. That'll be fun, hanging out there. And then the last thing we're going to put on is the cover. All right, now, I didn't really plan this super well, but all I'm going to have to do is actually cut the coil off once I get it all on there. So let's see here. Is that where I want to cut it? I'm just going to make sure. Okay. And I just use my Tim Holtz scissors to cut them. I find that they are very useful. So I'm going to set this up here on the top on the cinch to a 1/2 inch coil. That's the size that I'm using. And then I'm going to stick it right here in the back of the cinch so that the open ends are right up against the wall of the cinch, and just press it down. That is going to nicely bind my little project. And then watch what happens when I flip all my pages around and I've got my little star. It is just going to sit right there like a cute little flip chart. And I can add little mini photos and little fun memories, and it will look adorable sitting on the top of an end table or a desk or wherever. It's a great little teacher gift as well. So eat some macaroni and make pretty stuff.